Hi there. This is the second video in my video log about my first Kickstarter campaign. This video will be about my reward tiers. So before I get started about my reward tiers, I thought it might be useful for those who are new to Kickstarter to explain what a reward tier is in general. So when a backer wants to back a Kickstarter campaign, they can choose from the reward tiers that the creator has set up. And they're essentially the options that are available, the rewards that the backer will receive in exchange for the money that they put towards the campaign. So there's definitely an art to getting your reward tiers right. And I've spent quite a bit of time on trying to get mine to exactly what I think will entice backers and give them options to get excited about. So onto the reward tiers for my Kickstarter campaign. The first campaign will be special edition ebooks. So this will include an ebook of The Ripple Effect, Book 1, and Aftermath, The Ripple Effect, Book 2. So the main difference between these versions of the books and the versions that have been available on Amazon and my own website to date is the beautiful artwork that I've had commissioned by Azure. So that's the scene artwork and the chapter artwork. So they will both be included in full color in all versions of the book throughout the campaign, including the ebooks. So that's what will be available in Tier 1. The other element that's different for these books compared to on Amazon is that Aftermath will have the bonus epilogue printed that will be included as part of the book, whereas previously you've always had to go to my website and subscribe to my newsletter to get access to that. So that's Tier 1. So Tier 2 is the special edition ebooks, but this time with digital annotations. So they will be notes from me about a whole number of things, including drafting the story, research that I had to do, little bits of trivia about Brisbane or Australia or the characters, where I got little ideas for the story, and all manner of things. I'm part way through writing those annotations, and hopefully they'll add a bit of the behind the scenes, like the when you watch a movie and it has the overview from the director. I think that this will have a kind of similar vibe to that. The third tier will be special edition pretty paperbacks. So this will be the 2 books in paperback format with those same editions being the color artwork and the bonus epilogue included. And the paperback tier will also have the ebooks available as part of that bundle. Tier 4 is where I start to get really excited about the possibilities, because along with the pretty paperbacks, this also includes something that I'm calling Choose Your Point of View, which is where the backer gets to choose a chapter in the book that to be told from a different character's perspective, and they get to choose which character that is as well. There are 3 tiers that include this Choose Your Point of View option, and I really hope they're taken up, because I really love the idea of someone else choosing a chapter and a character for me to tell the story in a new way. these tiers are, there's only 5 of each of the tiers available, because obviously it's going to take me a bit of time to write those chapters, but I'm very excited about the possibility. So fingers crossed, people take them up. Tier 5, we're moving into special edition hardbacks. This is the first time that either of these books will be available in hardback format, so that is super exciting. Of course, they'll also include the full colour artwork and the bonus epilogue, and this tier also includes those ebooks as well. Tier 6 is also hardbacks, but in these versions of the books, you'll get printed annotations. So those same annotations that I was talking about earlier, that would be in the ebooks, this time they would be included in the printed hardback. You will also get the special edition ebooks included in this tier as well. In Tier 7, it is the same hardbacks as Tier 5, but this tier also comes with the Choose Your Point of View option. Tier 8 is where things get really pretty. So this is the deluxe edition hardbacks. The main difference between the special edition hardbacks and the deluxe edition hardbacks are that the deluxe edition have the sprayed edges that you can see in the mock-ups here. They also have blue and white head and tail bands and a white ribbon bookmark included inside the book itself. And my proofs of the deluxe editions are on their way. They've left the UK and I believe they're currently in Singapore. So hopefully they will be with me by the end of this week, and fingers crossed, they're beautiful. So then Tier 9, I am calling my superfan tier, so that also includes those deluxe edition hardbacks. However, in these hardbacks, I will be handwriting the annotations. And there will also be, in addition to the annotations that will be digitally in the other tiers, I will also have some extra annotations that are exclusive for this tier to make it extra special. It also comes with the special edition ebooks, and a Choose Your Point of View, and a 30-minute one-on-one chat over Zoom with me about my writing process, the books, and whatever else you might like. So there's a whole heap wrapped into this tier, and hopefully it will be very attractive to 5 individuals. That's the limit for the tier, because as you can imagine, handwriting all of the annotations will take a lot of time, and I don't want to put too much pressure on my poor hands. The final tier is a build your own tier, which is basically for if the other tiers don't quite have the combination of things that you might like. So with this tier, you pay $1 and then you can add in whatever you like on top. So for example, if you really like the idea of the Choose Your Own Point of View, but you really just want the ebook versions, then you could do that. You can pop in the ebooks and the Choose Your Point of View. The only item that I've mentioned in the campaign so far that won't be available to add into the Build Your Own tier is the handwritten annotations. They are exclusive to the Superfan tier. So they're my tiers. I have put quite a bit of thought into them, and I'm reasonably settled with them. However, there's still a good 6 weeks between now and when the campaign starts, so they are still subject to change. I almost forgot to mention that I'm also going to have a secret tier, which is a new Kickstarter feature, and this secret tier will only be available to my newsletter subscribers because the vast majority of those have already read, if not the first two, all of the Ripple Effect books. So I am offering them a special price to upgrade their version of the book of their version of the ebook to the version with the full color artwork and the annotations, and that price will only be available to my newsletter subscribers. So I did just want to mention that as well. One other element that I did have as a tier at one point was audiobooks. However, I have learnt that with your first campaign, Kickstarter requires you to fulfill all of your items before they will let you run another campaign, which makes sense because they want to make sure that you are good for it, that you will actually deliver what you said that you'll deliver. So, but because the second audiobook, so the audiobook for Aftermath, is probably not going to be available until at least May 2026, I didn't want to restrict my ability to hold another campaign between then and now. So if assuming this campaign goes well and I hold future campaigns, I'll include the audiobooks as a item as a tier in those future Kickstarter campaigns. So they're my tiers. I hope that you have heard something there that interests you. As I said in my previous video, I would love for this to be interactive, so please do drop a comment or send me an email if you have any questions or comments, and I will definitely respond. In my next video, I'll talk about the part of the campaign that has caused the most headaches for me, which is pricing, particularly trying to factor in the shipping costs. Being based in Australia certainly adds some complications to this area of the campaign, and it's really important that both me as the creator and my backers all get the best value for money possible. So I'll talk through how I'm trying to achieve that in the next video. Till then.